He has not even made an NFC championship. How
So
can you put him over Sam Darnold when Sam Darnold just went 14 wins back-to-back seasons with two different teams?
So, Chad, one thing you will never catch me do is protect the Cowboys or anything that they have going on. So, I'm not going to say too much on that, but it's a lot that goes with the Cowboys and their incompetence. And
But
one of
some
them
of that is
is
Dak as well.
and one of them is dealing with Jerry Jones and his
And
ego.
some of that is Dak as well, though. Dak does not always show up in the playoffs. He does not.
Well, I can say to be honest, the numbers that he did put up this year, you translate that to Seattle, I think that
I don't think
I think
Seattle
that they're
goes
in
to
the
the
same
Super Bowl with
position.
Dak Prescott, though.
I think they're in the same position, bro.
I really do not.
And Dak actually this year, I mean, I make fun of Dak, the interceptions and stuff all the time. This year though, he showed me something. The thing
Listen,
is,
I have seen regular season Dak for a long time now. Like, we've seen this before already. That's why I can't put him over Darnold. Nothing he's showing me is different than what I've already seen. And we're not going to say he's never had an elite defense, because the year he had an elite defense, they got stomped by the Packers in the first round. So
I don't think having two ball hawk corners.
No,
Because
I'm
the
talking
thing,
about the year when Michael went off. They had Bland and all them guys.
yeah,
Their
yeah,
defense
that's what I'm
was
saying.
top five. The defense was top five. They were an elite defense that year, and
Well,
they literally
top
got
five.
mollywopped because Dak threw a pick six. Like, there was a lot of things. Dak does not always show up in the playoffs, so I'm not
Now, yes,
definitively.
that was all around just horrible
But that's what I'm
performance.
saying. He's quarterbacking, and I'm just saying I'm not definitively putting him over Sam Darnold until I see more from him in the playoffs. I cannot continue to put quarterbacks over Sam Darnold who don't show up in the playoffs. I cannot do that when this man just literally won 14 games with two different teams in back-to-back years with good stats on both teams, and now he's in the Super Bowl before everyone in his QB class that has Baker in it, Josh Allen in it, and Lamar in it. And once again, we have to go back to this. Allen and Jackson have been on better rosters and not made the Super Bowl. Like, we have to keep that 100. Like, I know that defense they have in Seattle's elite. I get it. It's an elite defense. But they're not carrying Sam Darnold. That's not what's happening. Because they just gave up almost 30 to the Rams. And if Darnold didn't do what he did, they would have lost.
And also to the Bills point, because I already know Bills fans, whenever they hear what you just said. So
and say what you say.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna speak for them, and this isn't me necessarily believing in that. But if Sam Darnold had to play the type of hero ball that Josh Allen has had to play his whole career, they would not win that many games. Because for one, Sam Darnold isn't that. But
isn't that a little
athlete.
bit also of Josh Allen's choice though that he plays hero ball?
No,
some of that a little bit is his choice.
It's a scheme thing, and also
it ain't always.
And also
thing.
his
it's
head
also
coach.
Sometimes that Josh Allen does not always need to be playing Superman all the time.
I mean, he does because we saw it in the playoffs when they shut down Diggs. Where could he go? Kincaid disappeared. Knox disappeared.
Well, he had a game where Gabe Davis caught 3 touchdowns.
Yes, but
it's not like they didn't reach the talent all the time.
But listen, Gabe Davis played for them this year. Where was he?
Well, that's now injuries and all that stuff later. But I'm saying there's been times where Allen had the roster to get to the Super Bowl, and he fell short.
Well, listen, I'm taking every single person pretty much damn near on the Seahawks over Gabe Davis. And Gabe Davis, he got that after that year. He went to the Jags and did absolutely nothing. Well, absolutely
that
nothing.
has more to do with the Jags, but either way,
Jacoby, Brian Thomas, and
that's
Kirk.
Because now Trevor Lawrence has Liam Cohen, who's another Sean McVay disciple, but either way, we'll get to that. But I want to go back to this point about Sam Darnold. You said, okay, so you said Dak. I'm going to need you to name another name because I'm telling you,
I'm not giving an order. I'm not giving an order.
6 quarterbacks definitively better than him right now.
I'm not giving an order. I'm just
stating
I'm just saying, people in the top 10.
Just say a quarterback. I'm going to say they're better than Sam Darnold. We already got the 5. He's not better than Stafford, Burrow, Jackson, Allen, or Mahomes. He's not better than any of those 5. I'm not discussing those 5. But you give me another quarterback, I'm gonna tell you if Darnold
Hurts.
After the year Hurts had, absolutely not.
I mean, Mahomes had a bad year too. What does that mean?
That's Mahomes, though. That's a 3-time Super Bowl champion who's proven himself.
And Hurts won a Super Bowl and has a Super Bowl.
But guess what? If Sam Darnold wins a Super Bowl, he will have the same amount as Hurts. And let's also keep it 100. Hurts does not have to play good for the Eagles to succeed. Well, Sam Darnold cannot play pedestrian, and the Seahawks are going to win. That's not going to happen. Because once again, when has Hurts had a game like the game that we just saw Sam Darnold do against the Rams? When has he had to do that? He's not had to do that. They beat the crap out of everybody on the way to the playoff. On the way to the Super Bowl last year. And Saquon had a record-breaking year. He did not have to play all that good.
But he did. He did in the Super Bowl.
No, I'm saying his stats were not like how Sam Darnold's are looking right now. And he just had a bad year with the same talent. So once again, I'm just saying, I'm not sure I can definitively put Sam Darnold, but I'm not definitively putting Jalen Hurts over him right now. If Sam Darnold goes out there and balls against another really good defense and wins the Super Bowl, stop it with that Chiefs team that he just beat. Stop it. That Chiefs team didn't even deserve to be there.
So listen, keep in mind, Sam Darnold didn't have to do anything to beat the 49ers. Kenneth Walker went stupid.
But did he have to do something to beat that Rams team? Yes, he did.
Wait, listen. We're getting there. We're getting there. And they won that game 41-6 without him.
We're not bringing that part up. I get that part, but I'm saying the game for Sam Darnold. We talked about it on Blitz Talk. We said the game for Sam Darnold was the Rams game because that Rams team was good enough to get to the Super Bowl to the point that we both picked them. Sam Darnold went out there and had the game of his life. That was the game of his life. We have to put to bed any of the stuff. Like, let's just be honest with Hurts, because we could talk about their playoff run. They played Washington in the NFC Championship instead of the Lions. I think it goes a different route if they play the Lions. They played Washington, and once again, does Sam Darnold have a running back that ran for 2,000 yards? Because that takes the pressure off of you immensely. Don't give me he has JSN when the other dude got Devontae, A.J. Brown, Dallas go. No, stop it. We're not doing that. That team is loaded. Jalen Hurts does not have to play good for them to win games. He doesn't.
But he did, though. That's the thing. He doesn't have to.
No, I'm not saying he didn't play good. What I'm saying is Sam Darnold has shown more to me as a quarterback. Jalen Hurts is I'm not saying that Jalen Hurts isn't very good. Sam Darnold has shown me more in these past 2 years than I've seen from Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry. I've not seen Jalen Hurts have to outduel MVP Matthew Stafford in his own building, and Stafford's out there dealing, out there balling, and guess what? Sam Darnold just looking back like, here's another TD for you. Here's another first down for you. I'm telling you, that game for me put to bed anything about Sam Darnold. That put it to bed because he just went 14 games the past year. Oh, that was a fluke. He did it again with a whole brand new team that's not as good. Oh, he can't do it in the playoffs. Now he's in the Super Bowl. What other question does he really need to answer? Because it really doesn't matter if he wins the Super Bowl or not.
I mean, I don't know. You might.
As far as some of the names that we're about to say, it don't really matter if he wins the Super Bowl.
But listen, you might not agree.
Two of the names in the top 5 have not even made a Super Bowl.
Well, listen, you might not agree, but I think the Seahawks this year and the Vikings last year are very comparable teams. Very, very comparable.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem with what you're saying. The Vikings are way better offensively, and you cannot tell me they're not.
I can't give you that.
What you're gonna sit here and tell me
because Kenneth Walker is better than Aaron Jones at this point in his career.
They're not that far from each other, though.
No, and it's not close. And it's not close. If you look,
no, we're not gonna disrespect Aaron Jones.
If you look
like
at
that,
no,
we're not gonna disrespect Aaron Jones.
Peak Aaron Jones. I'm not gonna disrespect him.
Well, no, I'm saying he's not that far off from Kenneth Walker, also because
Kenneth Walker now,
bro, Kenneth Walker isn't even the main starter.
Yes, he is.
They be giving Charbonnet the ball more than
he's the third because he's a third down back. They have a two-back system.
You're making it seem like Kenneth Walker's even like an every down, like they're just giving him the ball every time.
I mean, Aaron Jones isn't a every down back. That's great. That's great value. Kamara.
With the Vikings, he's mostly going to be the guy that gets the ball.
No, he shares it with a third down back also. They have a two-back system.
Not all the time. I'm saying like Kenneth Walker at one point was complaining about carries because he wasn't getting a lot of carries. There was a point where. Because
he was made of glass.
Had a significant snap share that was like, what is going on with Kenneth Walker?
Because Kenneth was made of glass. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. You sitting here talking about Kenneth Walker like he's not had these problems. So what I'm saying,
but injuries aside,
we can't say injuries aside. We're not doing that right
now. Because if you look at what happens on the field, Kenneth Walker,
injuries happen on the field.
No, but listen, if you look at what happens whenever they play, whenever they are healthy, Kenneth Walker.
Is the talent that Kenneth Walker is. I'm just saying Aaron Jones, even though Aaron Jones has also had an injury history, what I'm saying is that Aaron Jones and Kenneth Walker ain't far off because Kenneth Walker can't stay healthy. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
Aaron Jones can't stay healthy either.
They both can't stay healthy, so they're not that far off from each other.
And even still, Kenneth Walker was able to have 1,000-yard season.
Aaron Jones is also a better out of the
pass catcher,
catching the ball than Kenneth Walker. So that also evens it out too.
But, he's great value Kamara. I know.
But I'm just saying. Again, I don't even want to talk about them two because that's not the difference. The difference is JSN, Justin Jefferson. Who you got? I'm gonna put your foot to the fire. Who you got? Justin Jefferson, JSN. And don't
I already told you in person. I'm always going to choose my LSU guys.
Okay, so we got Justin Jefferson is better.
But
Jordan
listen,
Addison,
but Justin Jefferson has also never had the year that JSN just had. Never.
You do realize he was in like Randy Moss conversations a year ago, right?
Yeah, for overall career, if you add up the first years.
Justin Jefferson was on a peak to have a better career than Randy Moss.
But what did I say? But what did I say that just contradicted that? That can be true, and also what I just said about the best year that JSN just had.
The common denominator was Sam Darnold. That's the common denominator of what we're saying right now. It's Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold leads, and Justin Jefferson looks pedestrian. So that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that
it's not even that he looks pedestrian. It's just that JJ McCarthy can't hit the bright side of a barn.
I'm saying the numbers that Justin Jefferson had were pedestrian numbers. But we know he's not a pedestrian receiver. What I'm saying is this. You're taking Justin Jefferson over JSN. You're definitely taking Jordan Addison over Cooper Kupp, and it's only due to age. It's not due to anything else. You're taking TJ Hockenson over AJ Barner. Duh. Where exactly are the Seattle better besides defense?
That's a pretty big, thing right there.
Like the gap between the Vikings defense and Seattle's defense ain't like the Grand Canyon. To me, the offense is the Grand Canyon because.
But you just gave me two positions that's better. Running back and defense.
I'm not giving you that Kenneth Walker is better than Aaron Jones at this point because they both can't stay healthy. To me, it's a wash.
What do you mean? One had 1,000-yard year and the other one didn't.
That to me That to me has more to do with how the Vikings run their offense.
Then one of them shares their carries more. So that makes it even. We just see Kenneth Walker pretty much win a game by himself.
What I'm saying is that they both can't stay healthy. So even though I think Kenneth Walker's a better talent, the gap between him and Aaron Jones ain't that much because they both can't stay healthy. So I'm not gonna sit here and say Kenneth Walker's just like exponentially better than Aaron Jones. What I do think
Jordan
now Addison is definitely better than Cooper Kupp at this point, and I could definitely say that Justin Jefferson is better than JSN at this point, and I could definitely say Hockenson is better than Barner at this point. That's three positions on the offense right there.